You're listening to Infoverity's Trust Us podcast, where you can gear up for your data management journey with bite-sized discussions on industry trends and thought leadership. On each episode, we'll feature industry experts to help you navigate your path to mastering your enterprise data. Thanks for joining Infoverity's podcast, Trust Us, your source for all things enterprise data management. I'm Jocelyn, and I'm joined by my co-host, Taylor. Hi, Taylor.
Good afternoon, Jocelyn. I'm excited to be back for another episode, and welcome to our listeners.
Great. Thank you, Taylor. And today, we're going to talk about an exciting topic. We're going to talk about Informatica World 2025. We'll discuss what to expect at the event and some themes for this year that are sure to resonate with you. To provide insight into today's topic, we have our guest, Richard Ganley. Richard is the Senior Vice President of Global Partners at Informatica. Welcome, Richard. So glad you could join us today.
Hey, Jocelyn. Hello, Taylor. It's such a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
So happy you're here. I think maybe where we should start today's discussion is at the beginning. Could you tell us a little bit about Informatica as a company? And for those that know Informatica, could you tell us a little bit about the new Informatica?
Yes, absolutely. That is a perfect introduction. The new Informatica. So many people know Informatica for, times gone by. We're a 30-year-old company. We were very, very well known and trusted in the on-premises world, helping people build data warehouses, get the right trusted, reliable data into them. Over the past 10 years, we completely transformed Informatica. And the new Informatica is now a cloud company. We started our cloud journey in around about 2016. We had about $50 million of cloud business per year. This coming year, 2025, we expect that to pass $1 billion. So we've come a long, long way. And throughout that period, we've built the Intelligent Data Management Cloud, which is our cloud platform from the ground up, brick by brick. So all the things people remember us as being very good at on-premise, all of those things are now completely rebuilt in the cloud on our cloud native platform that runs on AI. So it's been quite the journey. I've had the pleasure of being on that journey. This is my 20th year with Informatica. I'm coming up on my anniversary this May. And I've never been as excited about the future and where we're headed. It's just a great time to be at Informatica, great time to be a customer. And we're really excited about Informatica World, which is coming up very soon, of course.
Thank you, Richard. That is really exciting. The enterprise data management landscape really is changing, and that does make me really excited to talk about the event that you mentioned, Informatica World. 2025 is the 15th anniversary of the event, and it's known for being a large, fun, engaging, insightful time every single year. There's an average of 4,000 attendees, a variety of sessions to participate and learn from, and there's always great keynote speakers and industry leaders present. Richard, could you tell our listeners what they can expect from this year's event specifically?
Yes, happy to, Taylor. The important thing is when people think about the events is there's no AI without good data. So one of the key things we're going to be talking about is what our customers are doing, what people in the industry are doing to really prepare that critical foundation work for the AI use cases that we all know are coming. We don't know yet what the transformational enterprise use cases are going to be. That's some way out in the future. But what we do know and what we can predict is that there won't be good AI without good data. So to that end, we're going to have about 150 sessions over 3 days. So plenty of choices for our attendees to choose from. We're going to have some amazing speakers. We always bring in great customer speakers, real experts from Informatica, people who are out there on the front lines every day talking to our customers. People get to hear from industry leaders and AI trailblazers up on the main stage. We're going to have some incredible keynote speakers. Also, we'll have our Innovation Awards. So a really good chance to hear what other people have been doing, how they've gone about transforming their organizations and how they're looking at the world and the future and what they're doing today. So I think one of the key things is really it'll just be a great opportunity to hear from other people, to network, see what other people are doing, listen to them speak on stage, and get that view beyond the walls of if you're a customer, beyond the walls of your company, see what other companies are doing, how they're thinking about the world. So couldn't be more excited, and it's just around the corner in May.
That is very exciting, and no surprise here. It sounds like that is going to be a jam-packed event with a lot of really, really good information and opportunities. So Infoverity is sponsoring the event again this year. We have a long history of working together, and as 9-time partnership award winners, we always enjoy learning about what's on the Informatica roadmap, but we also really enjoy listening to our partners tell us what's on their minds. So to that end, Richard, could you tell us about the trends in enterprise master data management that are on the top of your mind today?
Yeah, there's a few things that I'll touch on. First of all, and we'll talk about all of these at Informatica World, really next level Gen AI. We're going to be exploring some of the latest innovations in AI to really help businesses achieve AI mastery. We'll also talk a lot about cloud modernization. This is really a critical foundation. We know so many companies still have more than half of their workloads on premise, and many large companies today are a roll-up of consolidations of smaller companies. So we still see a lot of customers with, relatively speaking, a museum of technology still to be modernized. We'll be talking about that topic quite a bit, how to do that in a streamlined way. We'll talk a lot about data strategies for the future. What should people be thinking about today? What effective strategies look like, what the leading companies are doing today to prepare for AI. We'll also talk a lot about robust and responsible AI. That's a really, really critical area. Everybody wants to use AI, everybody's ready for AI, but the data's got to be right, it's got to be trusted, and it's got to be done in an ethical way. We'll talk about architectures too. We'll look at some of the benefits of a modern AI-driven data architecture that can bring to your business. And then lastly, I'd say we'll touch on unified API and app integrations. So how do we connect and streamline digital ecosystems with seamless API and app integration? So a lot of topics there, Taylor. I think something for everybody. And as I said earlier, we'll have some amazing speakers, people who are really doing this and living it to bring it to life.
So Richard, I want to ask you about a topic that is right in the front of everybody's minds right now, and that is Gen AI. Where do you and Informatica fit in with the tidal wave of new Gen AI technology, and how do you help your customers keep up with this trend that seems to be evolving daily?
That's a great question, Taylor. We're in the middle of an incredible hype cycle. I've never seen such hype in my career. But I think we're getting to the point now where some of the, I would say, real work is starting to happen. And the journey that I think we're on is the hype is starting to die down. There's been a lot of experimentation, lots of POCs, lots of trials. And we're at the point now where some of the real work is beginning, really starting to modernize, starting to do the important foundational work of getting the data ready for AI, because we know that there's no AI without good data. And what I think, this is my feeling of where things will go from here, is at some point in the future, and I don't know when that'll be, could be months, could be years, we'll see a company come and do their earnings call, and they'll present really impressive numbers. Maybe their revenue is up more than expected, their costs are down more than expected. They produce a really good set of numbers. And when they start to unpack the reasons for it, they'll explain it as being pervasive AI enterprise use case that they've rolled out, which has, for example, transformed their customer experience, or it's taken a lot of cost out of the business. And when that happens, whatever industry that happens to be in, whatever that use case is, I think it'll then trigger a scramble as other companies rush to catch up. Everybody will feel that they're on the back foot. They're being out innovated, they're being disrupted by one of their competitors. And then I think we'll start to see that spread across industries. I don't know when that's going to come, but I feel like that will be the trigger for a scramble. The good thing is people who come to Informatica World and they spend time with us, we'll be preparing people and talking about things people can be doing now so that when that scramble comes, they're much further ahead than anybody else. Because I truly believe when the scramble comes, there won't be enough skills, there won't be enough expertise. It's going to be very, very difficult. So getting the work done now ahead of time is really, really going to matter. So that's what I think is going to happen, Taylor. And we're going to spend a lot of time, talking about that and what that means for people at Informatica World.
That's so fantastic and just couldn't be more excited. I have one more question on the event for you. What can first-time conference attendees expect from this event?
So for first-time users, I would really call out three things that we're going to double down on. Firstly, AI-driven frameworks. We know that AI is absolutely critical in the role of MDM by automating data quality processes, identifying anomalies, diagnosing issues, and then autonomously suggesting fixes. This really allows data stewards and business users to focus on strategic initiatives rather than the routine data maintenance. So that'll be one topic. Secondly, we're going to talk about data governance, and in particular, federated data governance. We all know that responsibility for data quality and MDM tasks is becoming decentralized. This really means that individuals within their respective business units are increasingly addressing data issues, making data governance a shared responsibility across the organization. And then thirdly, I'd call out ecosystem integration, that seamless integration of MDM solutions with existing technology stacks is really essential. And we're seeing companies really prioritizing tools that support open standards and APIs, which enable them to connect very disparate systems without excessive customization.
That's great information, Richard, and definitely stuff to look forward to. Now, I do have a final question for you. What would you say helps differentiate Informatica from other similar enterprise data management applications?
Taylor, I would say, first of all, we have the only data management platform, the only cloud data management platform in the world. So that is incredibly unique. On that platform, everything is best of breed. So when people come to Informatica, they don't make any compromise. All of the services on our platform are the very, very best of breed. It's also, we've made it very consumable. It's very flexible and very affordable. So when people come to Informatica, they can buy pricing units, which are like tokens, which really give you access to the whole platform. So you don't have to guess, how much data governance you might be using, how much enterprise data catalog you might be using, how much data integration you might be using. If you imagine buying all of that from 3 different vendors, you'd have to make 3 bets and 3 guesses. With us, you can just start, and then as you've consumed the IPUs, you can come back and buy some more, and you can start wherever you need to start, and you can change your mind. So it makes it very, very, very easy and very flexible. And also something which, has always been in our DNA for the 30 years that we've been a company is, we really, really do have our customers back. So when people make a bet on Informatica, we take that very, very seriously. We work very, very closely with Infoverity and have done for 2 decades to really make sure when people place a bet with Informatica and Infoverity that we get them as quickly as possible to a successful business outcome in the fastest time with the least possible risk. And, we work shoulder to shoulder. We've been doing that for 20 years, and we've, so many successful customers who are very happy with the work that we've done together. So, we've got an amazing partnership with Infoverity. You've been an award winner with us so many times over the years, countless awards. So we're looking forward to doing even more together in the years to come to help people on this, complex journey. It's data management is difficult, and there's still a lot of work to do, a lot of modernization that needs to be done, a lot of work to prepare for AI use cases that has come. and looking forward to doing more work together with Infoverity over the coming years.
Richard, we're so grateful for the partnership between Informatica and Infoverity that's developed, like you said, over the past 2 decades. I think enterprise data management is a journey. It's not a destination. And with things like the new Informatica, we're just so excited to continue our partnership, to continue to help our mutual customers find the benefit in their enterprise data and really revolutionize how they do business, not only now with what they have in place, but how they build on that in the future. I think it's just really exciting. And I think events like Informatica World are really just an excellent way for us to all not only take stock in the investments that we've made to make the most of our enterprise data, but to really look forward to what comes next. So just really excited. We're so excited that you joined us today. Looking forward to seeing you in Las Vegas, May 13th through the 15th. And we're especially looking forward to seeing you and our listeners at Infoverity's Happy Hour event. So with that, it's a wrap for today's episode of Trust Us. Until next time, everyone take care. For more than a decade, Infoverity has been established as an industry-leading consultancy specializing in solving enterprise data management business problems with best-in-class technical solutions. Our firm has consultants located around the globe with headquarters in Columbus, Ohio and Valencia, Spain. If you'd like to learn more about how we can help you, please visit our website at infoverity.com. We've also included additional contact information in the show notes.